Thank you for joining me for week 4 of the Mysteries of Craftly Hall. June 23rd, 2024. I continue my research and now start looking into the Committee of the Psychic Investigators, and I find Ernest Brundle's case notes, where he states upon arriving at Craftly Hall, he immediately got to work setting up his equipment. June 24th, 2024. Ernest states he tells the young couple that he feels sure he will find only old house with creaking beams. He settles in for the night and places his notebook on the table beside the bed. As he begins to fall asleep, he hears a rustling and a thump, and he uses his torchlight to see better and see that the notebook he had placed on the side table only seconds before now lay open and torn on the other side of the room. June 25th, 2024. Ernest goes into more detail in his case notes that he has seen a figure that looks to be dressed as a reverend and decides to call in other investigators. Later that same day, while using the bathroom, Ernest noticed the word "you" written in condensation on the larger of the 2 mirrors by the sink. Similar things continue to occur as he sees the word "go" later in the mirror. June 26th, 2024. Once the other investigators arrive and the group gathers around the small circular table Ernest had placed in the dining room. June 27th, 2024. Ernest's case notes go into detail about the setting up for the seance, with the planchette and the spirit board with letters and numbers painted into it. June 28th, 2024. Ernest also enlists the help of a local reverend in the area, and with the lights turned off and the candles flickering, the room settled into an anxious hush. 29th of June, 2024. I continue to comb over the case notes, and it seems at the beginning of the seance they were getting no response, but Ernest wasn't willing to give up. And then they hear 2 knocks, and Ernest comes up with a system to use the knocks to try to communicate, and they discover they were in communication with a gentleman who himself had been a reverend at the church which stood on the site in the 1700s, and that the sounds and strange happenings were from the poor, unsettled souls who had been struck with the horrible plague in 1665 and had then long been forgotten. of June, 2024. Ernest closes his case notes with the decision of Jeffrey and Rose that they would construct a new chapel with a plaque to remember those who had passed. He writes that they had a very restful evening after the seance, and that the committee remained in close contact with the Benders, and the chapel was under construction, and the cemetery was tidied up, and they were even doing a commemorative garden to mark the importance of the site. He closes his case notes with "Case solved." As I read these last words, I feel a sense of calming, and I know that Craftley Hall will always hold the history of these people, and they will be remembered for eternity. Along with the case notes, I found the plans for the chapel. And pictures of Rose's beautiful garden. And lastly, a final picture of Craftley Hall. I hope you've enjoyed our time as we've uncovered the mysteries of Craftley Hall, and that we've laid to rest the memories and stories of those wandering souls, and know that their stories will live forever.